Hello students. So in today's video, we will be looking at adverbs of frequency. It is our first grammar topic in our unit 6 that we'll be going through today. Okay. So first we'll go through what is adverbs. When we say adverbs, we are talking about the words that we use to modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Okay. So you remember we had studied about adjectives in the previous videos. So when we say adjectives, they quantify or they tell us more about nouns and pronouns. But here, adverbs tell us more about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Okay. So now what do we mean when we say adverbs of frequency? Frequency, that means how many times something is happening. That's what we are trying to say. Okay. So we can use the words like always, almost always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever, almost never, and never to show frequency. Okay. From 100% to 0%. So remember that adverbs come before main verbs and after the verb be, that is am, is, are. So adverbs will be after the am, is, are, and they will be before the main verbs that we have in a sentence. Now let us look at some examples and we'll also see how the frequency ranges. Okay. So remember in the last video also we went through this. So that's how we are going to remember these adverbs of frequency as well. So what do we mean when we say never? Never means 0%, zero frequency. Okay. Almost never, that means very less. So around say 5% or 10% of frequency. I can say I go out, I almost never go out. Okay. Hardly ever, again, it's the less frequency. Okay. I can say I hardly ever go out. Then we have sometimes. I sometimes go out on weekends. That is how I can use it. I often go out on weekends. That means say 50%. That is high frequency, right? Usually, I can say I usually go out on weekends. That means there is high frequency here. Almost always, and then we have always. Always means 100%. Okay. Now let us look at some examples. How often do you exercise? I can say I lift weights every day. So every day, that's again our frequency that we are talking about. I go jogging once a week. I play soccer twice a month. I swim about 3 times a year. I don't exercise very much. Okay, or I can say I don't exercise very often. Now, usually and sometimes they mostly come at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, usually I exercise before work. Do you ever watch TV in the evening? Yes, I often watch TV after dinner. I sometimes watch TV before bed and sometimes can be used at the start as well. So I can say sometimes I watch TV before bed. I hardly ever watch TV, or no, I never watch TV. That is how I can use it in a sentence. Now, just like always, you have to practice making these sentences in the comments. Okay. And let me know how you like the videos. Thank you. Bye bye.